Zilya Hasdi, Prodi Mathematics Education C in Faculty of Mathematics and Science in this Padang State University. And I want to tell you about my daily activity. Previously, I lived in Padang and I lived with my family. My daily activity in this second semester, I was to enter at 7 a.m. on Monday to Friday. And I wake up at 5 a.m. and before I take a shower, I clean my bed and then I take a bath and get well dressed. After that, we pray subuh, and after pray subuh, breakfast with my family, and I breakfast with a piece of bread and a glass of tea. And then after that, we go to campus with my father by motorcycle. And I arrive in campus at 7 a.m. where I go to campus to study and empty hours. I also study with my friends and I waited for an empty class in the campus. And for lunchtime, I'm and my friends eat at near our Faculty of Mathematics and Science, and I go home usually in the afternoon, and I go home with public transportation with my classmate, and then after pray magrib family, and after that I studying for tomorrow, and after that I studying for tomorrow. Okay, thanks for your attention. Okay, I want to tell you about my unforgettable moment. And on Thursday, I'm and my friend Izizi, Egi, and Icha went to break their fast together at KFC Basco in Padang, and I arrived at the place at 6 p.m. where three my friends waiting for me, and we took photo while waiting for the magrib call to prayer. And after breaking fast, Azizi and Icha plan to celebrate Egi's birthday. But before that, we plan to play in Transmart Padang. After that, we immediately run towards the Transpadang bus stop for fear of missing the bus. And on the way, I almost fell on the bus because bus was very fast, and other interests even, namely when my friend sat next to another passenger, and suddenly the passenger moved to seat. And after arrive at our Transmart, me and my friends went to the musola to pray magrib, and after that we went around while both there. We wanted to buy, and we planned for a photo studio, and it is very crowded, and we waited for a long time for a photo. I called my father to be picked up at home, and 5 minutes later my father arrived, and I was still waiting for the photo print at 4 floor, and finally my father waiting me in front of Transmart Padang. And when I was finished, apparently the motorbike my father break down, and my father called his friend who had motorbike, and after 1 hour of waiting come just three friends to repair the motorcycle, and the motorbike went to it was tire on by my father's friend, and that is an unforgettable moment for me. And thanks for your attention. Okay, I want to tell you about plan is future. I and my family going to have a holiday next week. We are going to plan visit auntie house and vacation there. Because next week I will be holiday and finally I will go on vacation, and I'm going to visit auntie home because I miss that place so much, and we will go buy a motorcycle. Our auntie has a new was born baby son, our cousin. The baby will be about 1 week or this weekend. I just had time to see this week because last week my activity was very crowded in the campus. And we also 3 cousins. The first cousin was 12 years old, then the second cousin is 9 years old, and the last cousin was 6 years old. And next week I will also plan to play with my 3 cousins because the next week my schedule class was up and I had also the final exam. Okay, for the question, what do you think about English class MKU? And okay, for the question of what do you think about this English class MKU, and me give opinion and give suggestion. While studying English with Mr. Rifki, MKU class was fun and happy and interesting. But sometimes I find it difficult learn to English because of my ability that was lacking in the English language. And I'm happy study English with Mr. Rifki because the English lecture can be friendly and outgoing and not bored. How to deliver the material to easily accept, and Mr. Rifki always reflect than his student, so that no student come later than the Mr. Rifki. And I hope course I'll talk the is no mention the next semester, but I wish I could remember the good times with Mr. Rifki, and message to Mr. Rifki of the Mr. Rifki may never forget me same great English MKU class, especially MIPA, and hopefully Mr. Rifki is healthy and is he liked by his student. Okay, thanks for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.